I promise not to ramble quite so much anymore. Hey, 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 hey. The plan is I think, to try and splash the boat or a blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so if you're wondering what's going on, we're just storing all the camera equipment and all the other stuff up in there, like whatever electronics, I guess it would be, hard drives, all that stuff. But I was up under the nav station here. There's a huge cabinet under the seat, and that's where I had all the camera equipment and all that stuff. But see, I've never owned a sailboat, so I'm not used to all the storage and stuff everywhere. I generally am a pretty clean person, pick up after myself, but on a boat, especially this boat, it's imperative that stuff gets put away because it piles up so quick, and then there's no room to put anything because you got shit everywhere. So I decided to get organized this morning, and so that big front one under up where I'm sleeping up in that forward cabin is got a huge storage. So anyways, so what's the deal this morning? We're just trying to figure out the storage on the boat. I got so much stored. I mean, under Wanagi's bed here, there's a huge bilge storage area, and it's a dry bilge relatively. It gets some moisture in there, drippiness, whatever, but not like a bunch of liquids and stuff. So I don't know why I'm telling you that. Fucking, hey, it's, Oh my God. Shit, what's wrong with you, dude? Yeah. Anyways, so if you're wondering what's going on, I'm basically reorganizing the boat. We went on a provisioning this week. I have a ton of storage behind this couch settee and then under it too. Massive storage. I had all my tools in there, but most of that stuff's going to be in that aft cabin. Organized. They'll still be able to have someone sleeping in there, no problem, but I think I'm going to store most of my tools and stuff in one place in that place so I can lock it up good, and no question there. So, but basically I filled the behind the couch area here, the shelving in there. Here, I'll just show you. But what happens is this is my first time on a sailboat, and I'm a pretty organized guy, but I sold everything I owned and got rid of everything. So I'm used to it's been 7 months since I did that. I was going to the Philippines, so I really didn't own anything. And then I've had to rebuy a few things, tools and stuff for the boat. But basically what's happened is all my personal possessions and then all the boat project stuff, it's all intertwined. And it's half organized, half not. But it's like every time I go to do something, I've got to move all my shit out of the way to get to do something. I mean, even to get to project stuff, and there's so much going on. I got a little bit here, a little bit. I mean, anyone who's worked on a sailboat knows what I'm talking about, man. You get going on a project, you just get sidetracked into another one and another one. And before too long, you're buried. But it's okay. That's part of the fun, trying to facilitate the organization and completion of the mission, should you choose to accept it. It's like Mission Impossible. But anyways, man, I can just ramble. Fuck. I'm gonna end up having to post videos like on YouTube that are like 8 to 15 minutes max, I don't want to bore anyone, and that's a good little punch of information for the week. And then I'll have on a separate place where VMO or somewhere else where you can go watch me babble on and on and on. Because I do that a lot. So, but anyways, listen. So, yeah. Hey, so we went on a provisioning trip. This is like my 51st take, by the way. Because I just start rambling on about stuff. Oh yeah, this project and that. Just like I'm doing right now. So I'm going to get to the point. I went on a provisioning, the first kind of provisioning for the boat, big one, to just kind of get a feel for setting it up, what to store where, the cans and different things like that. And so I kind of did that. And so what that means is a lot of the stuff that was stored in the places where I'm going to be putting the food, I'm going to have to move and find a new home for. I've got a ton of places. Like this is empty now. That storage had, this is my clothes, basically this basket of clothes here. I don't have a lot of stuff yet because everything's just going to get painted and dirty. And so when I'm ready to roll, I'll get some board shorts, a couple new t-shirts. I'll make them myself because I do graphic design. Am I rambling again? Shit. All right. But anyways, that's the point, is that there's no room to put everything. And it's becoming where I have to shuffle stuff around. And that's more work than I need to be doing. So it's time to get organized. It's time to start putting stuff away and find everything a home. It can change, but everything's got to have a home. So the less stuff out is the better, because then doing work, moving around and getting things accomplished is going to be a lot faster and a lot easier. And having a dog aboard, she's got to have room to run around, jump up on the couch, do her thing. And so it's important that it's not cluttered for her too. I'll show you the settee under here. The cushions, you kind of see how I did the food storage in there, get an idea of the start of it. Anyways, kind of cool, right? I see all these sailing videos and those people preparing to start their voyages. So it's kind of like I'm doing that. It's kind of badass. It's one person running this channel. I've not got a woman with a baby on the way, which is most of the damn sailing channels these days. Holy hell, what happened? It's like worse than COVID. Everyone's getting pregnant. That's why I'm isolating in the boatyard. Shit. Hey, thanks for subscribing to my channel. If you didn't already, please go ahead and do that right now and hit that little bell and you'll get notified of future videos. Make sure you hit the like button if you like the video and leave any comments down below. That definitely would help my channel get up in the matrix of frickin' YouTube world. Hey, how's it going? I'm just down here kicking in Wanagi's bed. I bought her, this thing is awesome, man. It's so thick, but what I ended up doing is going to a thrift store and I bought a ton of fitted sheets for her bed. And then in the morning, it was taking me like 45 minutes to vacuum the hair off of this thing, you know, and the rest of the boat. But I mean, it was just every morning and I was just getting tired of it. So I went and got these fitted sheets for her bed. She likes it. It's like I mean, who doesn't like new sheets? Even my dog does. So that is just in the morning. I can just pull that right off, take it outside, shake it off, and put it back on for a day or two, depending on how muddy she gets in the boatyard. And I've got multiple, so I'm covered now. Less work vacuuming. Gotta, what is it? Work smart, not hard. Yeah. Especially when you're disabled and you got multiple spine fractures. That's why I'm laying here right now, too. I'm just kind of resting my back because it's pretty sore. Hey, thanks for checking out my channel this week. If you want to be notified of future videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and then there's the little bell so you get notified of the videos when they pop up. Also, if you hit that like button, if you like the video, that would really help. I'd appreciate it. And leave comments down below. I like to hear from people checking out my videos. It's kind of cool. So as you can see under here, we got tools still in these two bins, and they're huge bins. And then here I put some of the provision, which was a soup stock and stuff. But the plan is to clear all this out and just have this all food storage and that kind of thing. And then now behind the couch too is we've got all that storage shelving. Well, all behind the couch part, the cushion part, is more storage. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. Let me get the thing all propped up and we'll get her opened up. There are these cabinets back here. And when I went and provision, this is where I did all the provisioning. Kind of see, oh, there you go. So this one's a lot of bigger, the canned goods and stuff like that for now. Got my turmeric and some other goodies in there, a lot of coconut milk, good, all that kind of stuff. And then here's some more honey beans, pastas, all that stuff. And these cabinets go down a little bit in there, so there's stuff under there. And then this one I tried to reserve for oils and spices and things like that. We'll probably get some more coconut oil and all that kind of stuff to put somewhere else, but this will be at least the ready backup stuff. So here you can see the rest of the storage I got going above the fridge. Then I've got two of these IP67 watertight boxes, and so I'm going to use a lot of those for the storage of my dry goods. You can see I've got some of these other airtight containers, which are great, but on a boat, as you well know, things need to food especially needs to be put away because bugs get into it. And then also the moisture makes everything rot faster. So all this stuff up here is going to go away. That's just for right now while I'm here. The stove's under here. Got a bunch of my stuff. That big Instant Pot, 6 quart, it's so awesome. But it actually is going to go up under here. It fits right in here. I'll have to take the lid off, but huge space up under there for some things. I'm going to build a shelf under the sink in here. It's kind of full of stuff too, but there'll be another shelf in there for storage. So although the galley space up here doesn't appear to be that great, it actually is. And then there's, like I said, back there, there's this fold down. Let me just show you. Can you see that? How nice is that? Look at that. We got that extra whole shelf right there. And the engine room's on the other side. There's a big panel that closes off that engine room, a huge thick door. So look at that though. There's extra space for when I can just slide all those boxes out of the way over there. I'll have a baking box. I'll have my protein powder smoothie box. And then the other box will be breads and things like that, tortillas and things. And then all the dry goods like pretzels I'll have in those separate bins for the snacks and things. But dude, it's awesome. Everything's going to be nice, put away, dry, easy. And if something happens, man overboard, there's all your food. It's already watertight and safe, and you just set it up and start chucking it into the dinghy or into the life raft. Not that I'm going to sink my damn boat, but it's so nice because everything's going to be mostly in these kind of things or some sort of easily stowable kind of container that's relatively watertight, so moisture's not going to get in and rot my food fast. You can see here's the nav station. Now this is starting to pile up. I got more of those. This is my camera equipment and stuff that's going to go up under the front. But basically, I'm even thinking about this here is actually the table. It's great and stuff, but I'm actually thinking about making this a fold up table, putting an addition on here, even if it's just temporary in here, that's something that could slide in there and sit there, and you could put cushions on top of, so that you could move that out of the way easily, stow it, be able to work at a table space, but otherwise it would be a short little love seat, and then have more storage underneath there, in there, you know? So I think that's what I'm gonna do eventually, because it just would be nice to have a couch kind of on this side, a couch on this side, but then it doubles as a nav station. Right now it doesn't, and it's just kind of a lot of wasted space right there. I think it's great, it's beautiful, blah blah blah, but I'm over it. So I'm probably going to do that, and then I got a nice long couch here. So then also you can see this table here. It actually was right here, originally right here when I bought the boat, but it was kind of like it blocked. If you can see, let's back up. So basically with the table on this side here, there was like this whole section here you couldn't really sit at. It was freaking stupid. Even if you like slid in, you were trapped, and then the bar was here so you couldn't sit. This whole area was unusable basically. So I kind of closed the bathroom door here to give you just a better view of the whole settee couch system. So what happened was right there, you can kind of see where the old mount was, that dark area right there. There was the old mount for the table where I shifted it over there. And it just was this whole section here you couldn't really sit at because the table was in the way, or unless you took the table off, which is nice, it removes, but I don't know what they were thinking. So I moved it over here because I usually sit on this side and put my feet that way at night, because I'm going to mount my old iMac computer up here, so I have a big screen that I can hook my MacBook Pro to and run my computer off for navigation, and then also watching movies and all that stuff. So that'll be and I'll have it on a screen that moves around on the wall so you can bring it off or secure it. And then that table there is nice like that because I can move it out of the way. But also I think I might have that table and put it on a hinge and either fold it up onto that thing or something like that, because it just, having that bar down here, it's in the way. And Wanagi could slide out from under there, which normally that's what she does when the table's not there. But when the table's there, she's got to kind of turn around, especially when the cushion's up, and figure it out and get out of there. Or she can't really jump up there if I'm sitting there, and she should be able to kind of go wherever she wants to. So I think that's going to be a project, is making that table and putting it on this main the main mast post is basically what that is, and just put a hinge on it. What are we trying to do? Just to get that throttle cable there on the starboard side of the boat here. Right here. To get it out though, I got to take this plate off, and on top of the plate was the compass, and then now here's the gear shaft for the steering that goes down to a cable that goes to the aft cabin, and under that settee and all that stuff is the steering components that hook to the rudder post. So, but this is what I'm talking about, a total explosion, just parts everywhere. To do one simple thing turns into a multiple day task. It's got to be done. It's okay. It just is what it is, but man. So this just has some light corrosion. I just really want to clean that up. So, and then today I was just kind of peeking at the boom bin, and look at this. It's all, we've kind of did that in another video. It's all kind of got some rot in here. So this all needs to be replaced. So I was taking that apart. That's a mess though right now. So I got to get the wood for that and rebuild that. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop the video. Okay, here we go. There we go. That'll at least keep the sawdust down. Yeah, I know. We're getting crazy, honey. What? What? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What are you trying to tell me, Wanagi? Huh? What's going on? Huh? Hey, bud. Hi. Hi, honey. Anyway, so just all I'm saying is an explosion. My tools are everywhere. There's parts everywhere. It's just like all I wanted to do was one simple thing. But it's cool because I'm going to clean all this up. I wanted to repaint this anyways, and I need to redo this whole table too. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. And it's something I can do here when it's raining out, since I got a nice cover on my boat. Although you can see here, it's sunset, but it seems to have stopped raining. So possibly tomorrow we might get some more painting done, because I got to take that is a cockpit locker lid. This one right here on the starboard side that's covered in foam. We're redoing the locker lid, and that has got one coat on it, but I need to sand it. So, and I can't do that when it's raining because I'm not going to do it up here. I'd rather do it outside. Just keeps the boat cleaner and easier to maintain. So anyways, there's Woggy. She's watching us. Hi, honey. Yeah, we'll go for a walk, I promise, okay? We will. Pretty quick here. Okay, love ya. Excuse the lighting is the best I can do. It's getting to be dusk here, and my extension cord didn't reach, so I'm using just some weird LED, so I might appear a little off color. But yeah, this is what we got going. Here's the helm of the boat. Nav system, our electronics usually posts go right on this post. Garmin system hooks up to the radar and all that other stuff. And our steering's here. But with the column, the thing is I've got to get this right here is the lever for the throttle. On the other side's the gears. And basically, I took this off of here. Ooh, my Ritchie compass here. Pretty cool. Nice little compass. Has a little red light on it for nighttime. And then it's got this. Goes over the top of it. A nice stainless shell with a slide cover. But it needs to be cleaned up and greased. And then this needs to be repainted black inside so that the light works better at night with it. And what else? Well, it's just a small job turned into a really big job, but I need to replace this. There's down here lower, I kind of showed that earlier. There is I'll show it now, I guess. And I need to redo this whole table too. From a clip from the earlier video, there's a cockpit table down here, and I need to replace the wood in that. This boom bin up here that comes across the cockpit that the main mast rests on. Usually I actually have it lifted. The lifting line is got it up off of this because it's rotted and I need to replace it because this canvas also connects to this. So it's important that this is a solid, dependable piece structure for now. I'm going to actually do a hard dodger eventually out of fiberglass, this whole piece here. But what I want to do is, just for now, I'm going to make this work because that's going to be a lot of time and money, and I can do that somewhere else where I can be swimming after a good day of work down in Mexico, fish tacos, do the work on the hard dodger, and jump in the water. Freaking not here in Washington. I don't have enough room to do that with all the fiberglass and resin I'm going to be doing. It just would be a nightmare mess here. And trying to do it in between rain days, forget about it. Not here in Washington. Anyways, we're going to tackle this here, which is going to be the steering column. I'm going to probably get a new throttle cable here. We're going to take this apart, reseal the deck parts, repaint this whole console, put a nice new coat of white on there to match the rest of the cockpit locker. It's never been painted. It needs to get cleaned up. It's got some, I believe this is aluminum. It's got some corrosion on it at certain points where the stainless bolts came through. But otherwise it looks to be in good shape. And I'll get that new cockpit, the table done, the folding table. I'll get this thing painted, redone, get all the little corrosion off of there, and then reseat that compass on here with the new cables in here, and we'll be good to go. So this is probably going to take me 2 or 3 days. I'll show you the progress as I get going through this next project. Probably start this in the next video, so you can come and check that out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button, and leave any comments down below if you've ever tackled something like this or things to be heads up about compasses and stuff, because I have no experience when it comes to this.